wouldn't want to come here to an island like this, lovely and quiet, just to remember that our people, our ancestors walked on this island long before we ever come along. That's the best thing about what we have as Australians, as Aboriginal Australians. It is just so lovely. The people from where I come from, the Girringun people, did live around the sea country area. Used to also make the trip when it was time. There was certain seafoods around the different seasons, and they would walk down to the seaside. And judging by the stone axe that was found here and the grinding stone, they came here often.
So Manamadhanami it has a lot of meaning. It's our homeland, and we want to share it with everybody and teach them how to respect it. It means everything, because especially now that all the grandchildren and great-grandchildren are here, it's very important that they come onto country and look around. It's not just the Aboriginal people, it's about everybody, because it's a multicultural nation. So we have to share all our knowledge, all the names for all the landmarks, the rivers. That way everybody will get to respect it.
Educating the people who come on our country, fishermen, recreational and commercial, researchers, the unis that come out here and do research on our country. We want to know who's coming on our country, and if we are able to provide, information to them about our country and the importance of it, and that whatever they collect from our country, that they share it with us.
Like going over there, like growing up, did go in school camps over there, and a lot's changed over the past years. But to be able to go over there with an elder and listen to some of the stories that has come from that place, and where some of the dreaming and some of the stories that that happened over there, and yeah, it's been like really good.
Okay, well, I'll tell you a story about the Johnny Jumper and Mugugara. So way back a long time ago, we lived on the Barrier Reef, what we call Girringun. And Girringun is the land way out east, so everybody lived out there, and then all of a sudden the water started to rise with global warming because the ice cap melted, and then the water rise, and then they had to move away from the continental shelf and come back here. And all the mangrove systems started to set up, and the people were looking out for the last lot of people to come back from the land way out east. And they're looking and they're looking and they're looking, and all of a sudden they could see them people coming, and they're swimming in the water, only the eyes sticking up. And they're swimming along and they're getting close to the shore, and then the people, they're putting their hands up, waving their arm like that. And that's that little fiddler crab, calling everywhere, hey, land over here, land, come over here. So that's why whenever the tide's coming in, you always see them on the bank waving their arm around and calling for that Ebi to come. Ebi is that Johnny Jumper. So that one time ago, they were people. So that's how they communicated. To say, there's land here, come here and live with us. And that's why you see them in the mangrove today, still together. So that's an old story.
This part here, this island, and those little, that little island there, is connected to a legend that starts on the mainland. There were two daughters, they had two boys. The two daughters had to go out from their home back on the mainland. There's a big mountain and it's a story place also for rain. And they told the grandfather to look after the two little boys because they had to go out and find food. But the grandfather, he's got an Aboriginal name. His name is Girringun name, Ngagi Bulgai. And this is the reason why he's called Ngagi Bulgai, because he got tired of waiting for his daughters to come back with the food. So what he did, being hungry, he ate the two children. The daughters came home with the food and they asked the grandfather, where's the two children? Where are the two kids we left behind? And Granddad said, oh, they wandered off. Oh, Bulganyo, Pangol, Ngagingo. The grandfathers ate them. They worked it out. So what they did, they told Granddad, you wait here now. You wait here. Well, he can't walk. He was too full. We go get some firewood, make something, cook, make something. But what they were doing is finding the wood to build around the grandfather so they could burn him up, you know, for doing that to the children. So the fire burned him all over and he wanted to go to the water. So from way up there, way behind, over, back behind Cardwell, way further back, he then rolled and rolled. Every little place, creek he could find, he'd roll into it, till he got to this place, this island, rolled in, and he's here. This is his island. This is part of his island. But yeah, he then turned into a stone, you know, or that little island there. So we do have, you know, the legends that surround.
When they do work on some of the, like our country and our stuff, not only on Gould Island but on Hinchinbrook Island too as well, and just going around, you know, doing all the campsite and walking tracks. Some of the places you'd think, you know, why they put, you know, walking tracks on that place, but it's good for, yeah, members of the public just to see some of the stuff that our ancestors and what they endured and what they had to do, hunt and, you know, walk on some of these areas that we where we work now. And yeah, if everyone comes, well, before they go, like, just have that, yeah, a little bit of traditional knowledge, I'd say, yeah, just so they can have that bit of respect for the country.
Hopefully that, like Uncle Ross has said, our younger generation will learn and continue to learn and continue to want to live one country. We're all hoping that one day we can come back here and live. And, you know, like, instead of us being on the mainland and only coming across to do, you know, activities, cultural activities, we actually want to live here. You know, we've been here for how many tens of thousands of years and we're still alive and living, and, you know, we want everybody to understand that, you know, our land is important to us, our sea is important to us.
When we first started, we had visions of having those boats like this to bring everybody, bulk people over here. It was only a vision. And now it's reality. It makes me feel good inside, because my older brother was here with me and he's gone now, but we see all that. It's reality now. And our grandchildren are coming over and they can see what's happening and they can take over from us later. That's really important.
When people come to our country, they've got to first acknowledge the people of that land, the tribe of that land, you know, who own that country. And we give the welcome. We, first of all, they've got to be respectful of the land that they're standing on. We're modern Aboriginal Girrimay people, but we still have all of that language and that culture, protocols. We still have that we've got to make sure that we're still doing. It's a good thing that we are working together, because we live together and now we work together. And the knowledge that the Indigenous rangers and Islander rangers bring, you know, to national parks is good. And I'm glad it has happened